Good morning and welcome to Leave It Love the channel. In this channel, I do return senders. I do return senders all the time. I do them multiple times a day. The purpose of doing the return senders is to return negative energies back to wherever they're coming from. That's all that happens. And this one, I'm gonna talk because it's like everything is a test. Everything is a test. It's like I have went through all this shit. And I'm like, I'm just so tired. I was like, I just want to be happy. I want to be loved. And I want to be cared for. Somebody to care about me and love me and not gonna try to kill me and do something to my heart. It's like, it's crazy. I guess because when you're spiritual, you're attacked more because you're spiritual. Or the attacks, they do all these attacks and none of the attacks are working, and it's like, what the fuck? Why is it not working? So they sit there and then they'll do more attacks, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just so over it. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. But I have to keep cleansing. I gotta keep protecting myself. I have to keep taking care of myself because it's like nobody else is gonna do it for me. Like I have to do it, and I feel like if I don't cleanse and I don't take care, something can happen. So I'm like, I have to do it. And then it's like, I want like a person. I want somebody that is spiritual like me, right? I mean, put my splash on. My Leave with Love is a spiritual splash. I make this splash. I use herbs. Herbs are very powerful. They have spiritual properties in there. It's just gonna help you. The splash is gonna help you. Even when you go to the botanica, they have their own splash, but they prepare it different. They put it in a gallon, and you section it in three parts, and you put it over your body, and you wipe away like that. You wipe away from your body, and you do it for 3 days. 3 days. You could do it for 3 days, or you could do it for 7 days, but you have to divide the gallon into the parts. That's how I learned to do the splash. It was like from going to the Botanica, and then they would make the rinse. And I was like, "What's that?" And then they told me. I was like, "Oh!" And I started making it myself. They sell the sachets. I started making it myself, and I would get the sachets from a spiritual supply store, and and I, and it gets better and better every single time. They have the baths, the pre-made baths, but it's better when you use herbs because herbs are natural. Herbs are very powerful. Natural herbs are very powerful. But they have the baths, pre-made baths already. And you still gotta mix it with water because it's very potent. I don't know what's in it. When it's herbs, when I make this, I know what I put in there. I know what's in there. But that's how I learned. I learned from another spiritual person, and then they're telling me like what to do for me to be better. It's like I was going through warfare for a long time, and Boss Daddy was always there, and he always was there. He knew something was wrong, and I was embarrassed to tell him what the hell was wrong, what was happening. I was so embarrassed to tell him. Like I didn't want to tell him, and I wanted him to help me, but I didn't want to tell him. I'm like, oh my god. Like, and I always wanted him like there. I wanted him to know, but then it was like I was too embarrassed of whatever the fuck I was going through. Like whatever I was going through, I was embarrassed to tell anyone what the hell I was going through. I'm like, I'm gonna just get through this shit and I'm gonna be all right. I was like, I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want anybody to start attacking him because he's helping me. So that was why it's like I just stay away from everybody because whoever I'm close to, they're gonna fuck with you because they fuck with me. So they're gonna fuck with whoever I attach myself to. So I had to stay by myself. I had to stay away from everyone because I knew what I was dealing with, and I was dealing with crazy people that don't understand the consequences of the spiritual work. They're just hurting themselves. The work is not going to work on me. but they keep doing the work. So then they're going to try to affect the people around me. They're going to try to do stuff to my children. They're going to do stuff to whoever I'm close to. Only people I'm close to are my children. So they do stuff to my children, and I always tell my children how to protect themselves and take care of themselves. And it's hard because they think you're crazy. And I'm like, yo, like you going through all this shit. I was like just use it, just use it. I was like, I gave her the Moldavite stone because I used to wear the Moldavite chain. I used to have Moldavite. I stopped wearing the Moldavite since I tattooed this on my body. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. Like that, tattooed that on my body. That's a seal. A protective seal is the sigil of defense, is to protect you and ward away all evil. That's what that's for. And that's why it's tattooed on me, is to ward away all evil. It's an angelic seal. It's the seal of the angels. And that's what I have on my body. And but the kids, I have to have something on them. I have to tell them to use the splash. I make it. I have these bottles available. I'll be like, here, just take it. I was like, just take it. I was like, whenever you feeling any kind of way, I was like, whenever you feeling any kind of way, I was like, just spray it. Just spray it. I was like, in the morning, spray it. Like, just spray it on you. Let it air dry. And you're gonna be okay. Like I just give it to them. Like, here, use it. And I give my son, because he's not with me, so I have him, Saint Michael, the chain, but I got him like a silver chain. So it's titanium. It's a titanium chain, and it's Saint Michael, and it's a talisman of Saint Michael, and it's to protect him. It's to watch over him. I'm like, yo, whenever you feeling any kind of way, hold your chain. Like, hold it, pray on it, and you talk to Michael. Michael, cover me. Michael, protect me, watch over me. That's how I can protect him. And he has the spray. And he has the spray. My daughter's different because she doesn't listen to me, and I'm telling her all this shit. Like, she know all this shit. She know everything. She knows everything I do, and I tell her everything, and so she knows what to be careful of, what to be aware of, how to protect yourself. So she has her own charms. She's into charms and crystals, and the Moldavite stone. That's what she wears, and she has crystals, and then she has bracelets. Like, she'll go to the botanica with me, and we'll bless it together. Like, and then the guy will bless it for her. Boss daddy will bless it for her, and then she like me, like she know energy. And then when the woman went, like, we didn't even want this woman to touch any kind of jewelry that we was gonna get, because she didn't have good energy. And she was looking at me, giving me dirty looks, like, why is she looking at you like that, Mom? And why is this? Why is that? And then that's how I knew. I knew that, she felt some kind of way about me. But I'm like, how? You don't know me. But everything is spiritual, everything is spiritual. She probably has spiritual sense or whatever, or maybe she doesn't. Maybe she can sense whatever way I feel about Boss Daddy, and I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him. I'm all happy and I'm all excited, and I'm all like, where is he? He's not here. It's indefinite. He's not coming back. We don't know when he's coming back. And I'm like, I don't answer the phone. If you don't leave me a message, you don't text me, I don't answer the phone. I only answer for my daughter or my son. That's it. I don't answer the phone. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm looking for him. I'm like, where is he? When is he coming? He's not coming back. He's coming back Monday? No, I don't know. We don't know when he's coming back. I'm like, how you don't know? And he's the boss of everything. It's his store. How you not talking to him? You have to talk to him because he's your boss. But she don't want me to talk to him. I'll call, and then it's some shit, the same nasty attitude. Then I call, and her attitude is like brand new. I'm like, oh, he's there. Boss daddy's there. Because now she wants to be professional on the phone. I'm like, this bitch is so nasty. Like, it's so fake. And I'm just like, but I could see it. I could see it. I could feel it. Other people not gonna feel it. When you're not in tune with this shit, you're not gonna know. You think everybody nice. Like you'll think she's nice because she playing in your face and she want nobody to know that she's evil. Whatever. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about the splash. I'm talking about everything is a test. Everything is a test. And I always wanted Boss Daddy there. He was the only one that knew what the fuck was going on. He knew something was up. I didn't want to tell him because it was Nigeria. It was people. I've never been there. It was all spiritual. So it's like how I'm gonna talk about all the spiritual all the spiritual stuff that's happening. And like I didn't know what he was gonna think, but it's like he was gonna know because he's spiritual like me. He's a warlock, or he does his shit. He owns the botanica, so he's like he knows, he has to know. Like if he knows cleansing, he blesses the bracelet. Like he knows everything. He was the one that sold me the Caravaca cross. He sold that to me. Boss daddy sold that to me. But I did my own research to find out what is the Caravaca cross. But he had it. He know all his shit. You know, whatever, but everything is a test, and it's like you gotta love yourself, care about yourself, don't worry about yourself, don't accept mediocrity, don't accept somebody does not love you correctly, does not love you, does not care for you, does not give you attention, does not give you the time that you deserve. You're a woman. You just want somebody to be there. You want somebody to love you. You want somebody to care for you. And then to try and be with someone and they just sit there and play in your face and waste your time. And it's just like, here we go again. Like, I thought like it was gonna work out, but it didn't work out. When you end things and you move forward, love yourself. Love yourself. Be like, you know what? I don't want this in my life. Move forward, and everything is gonna be all right. But I think the boss daddy, I'm like, I could tell him, like, I want to tell him everything because I've overcome it now. I've overcome it, and I'm not dealing with none of this hot mess. And I want to tell him everything. And then it's like it's always something. Like now it's this evil person that's just like blocking everything and doesn't want me to speak to him. And I'm just like, it's like everything is a test. Everything is a fucking test. And then it's like, get over it. Get over all the hot mess. Like love yourself. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna try. Well, boss daddy, I'm gonna try. All the other hot mess. It's like I don't even care. We don't ever speak. We're never friends. We don't have to be friends. I don't never have to try to be anything with anyone. I don't have to fix anything. It's like all you had to do was just treat me right. That's all you had to do, and they couldn't do it. And I had to just love myself. Love myself and be like, you know what? You don't have to wait for somebody to just treat you right and then treat you like shit every other time. It's like, you can leave. I can leave. Like, I can leave. I could turn my back. I could block. I could delete. I can forget everything. And I'm like, life is just so much better. You don't have to try with someone that's not even putting in half of the effort. You're doing everything and then they're doing nothing. They're not doing anything for you. They're not trying to keep you happy. They're not trying to make you want to be with them. You don't even want to be with them. They're such an asshole. It's just like, wow. And then they tried to kill you. Like, wow, you did a death spell. You did all this shit to me, and I'm just trying to be nice and be a friend and get closer, and you're just making everything worse. I'm like, you know what? I don't want this anymore. I want boss daddy. Like, I'm gonna go for boss daddy now. Like, and I'll tell him everything. I'll tell him everything. Like, we could talk for like hours, and I could tell him everything. And then he's Spanish. He's Spanish. Oh my god! I was like, oh, I would never deal with another Spanish person. But I was like, but he's like me. Like, he's not. He's like me, and then he could teach me things because he knows. Like, he was the one that told me about this. He was the one that helped me with the bracelet. He was the one that gave me the cross. Like, I learned with him. I still do my own research and I do my own things, but it's like he does his own things too, and then he knows. Like, I do my research, and then I'll go to him and I'll ask him, and then he knows already. Like, he already know, and I'm like he already knows. Like, he knows, and I want to tell him everything, and I'm not embarrassed anymore. I'm like, you know what? I'm just tell him everything. I'm telling him everything. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him everything, and hopefully it just listens. He just listens. Let me see what happens. But everything is a test. You have to love yourself. You don't have to accept mediocrity. Mediocre. People not treating you right. They're not loving you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your life. They're doing things against you. They're doing things against you to destroy your life, to hurt you, to block your money, to cause chaos, to cause problems in your, like, why would you do that to me? It's like I'm trying to be nice to you, and you doing all this shit to me, and I'm like, yo, when I do the return of senders and it returns the energy back, when I cleanse myself and my body and I return this energy back, it's gonna go back. It's gonna be worse. When you know where it's coming from, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse. That's all that's gonna happen. It's just gonna be worse for them. But they chose to play this game, and I'm like, yo, you don't want to play this game with me. I was like, please don't play no games with me. And they want to play. They want to play. Yo, I don't care about nobody's feelings. I don't care about nobody's feelings. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Like, and whoever gets caught in the middle of things, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. You should have never came for me. I don't care about your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your baby, your wife. I don't give a fuck. You coming for me. You coming for me, and I'm gonna defend myself. And whoever gets caught in the middle, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. Everything is a test. And you can't care about other people and their little fucking feelings. Like, yo, they want to play with you in your life. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and that's it. I don't think about nobody. All I think about is freeing myself from whatever it is that they're trying to put me in. Like, nah, you're not gonna try to trap me and have me all fucked up. Nah, I'm gonna free myself. I'm gonna cleanse myself, and I am going to do a return to sender. I am going to send the energy back, and it's just gonna go back. Whatever happens, it happens. People pass away, people get sick, people, it's not my problem. They lose everything. Everything that they love, they lose it. That's what happens. That's what happens with spell work. When it backfires, it takes away what you love the most. What do you love? You love your money, right? You love your house, your car, your kids, you know, your social life. Yeah, you love that. Yeah, all that's gonna be gone. I'm just talking, just talking. This is how it is. that is black magic. It's like that's just how it is. It's what you do, what you put out. What you put out comes back to you. Comes back to you 10 times as worse, 10 times as bad. 10x. 10x is 10 times. You know? And sorry. But it's like magic. And I do the return of senders. I do the return of senders. Return of senders is spell work. It is spell work, but it's not abusing your power. It's not anything. I believe in God. I believe in God, and I would never do anything to hurt anyone. But I am not gonna let anyone take advantage of me. I'm not gonna let anyone abuse me or do anything to hurt me, my life, or my children. I am gonna defend myself, and I do not care what happens to them. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt me because I don't sit here and I don't do negative work to anyone. So that's why I can do return to senders every day. I do them every day. I'm gonna do them right after this video. I'm gonna do the return to senders, but I'm just talking like everything is a test. And you have to love yourself, accept yourself, accept things for what it is. Like this is what it is. Like this is what we doing. This is what we doing. This is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. All right. This I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And it's like, nah, there's no more talking. There's no friendship. There's no cordial. I don't have to be fucking nice. I don't have to be nice because I said, yo, like I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole in real life. I was like, you don't want me to be an asshole. I'm a fucking asshole. And it's whatever. It's all love. Like I don't hate nobody. But it's like, I try not to I don't know. I just try not to care. I try to care and I try to be nice. I would pray for them to get better and things to heal, for them to wake up. And they never woke up. It's like they were doing black magic. They were doing this shit. So then I'm like, they're the problem. I'm praying for them to wake up and heal. And I'm like, but they're the problem. You gotta get rid of the problem. I was like, I just gotta cut my losses. Cut my losses. Like, what? Life goes on. Moving forward, and you have to find something else to do. Find something else to do. I'm like, you know what? Boss Daddy. Boss Daddy's here. So I just gotta tell him. I gotta tell him everything. Everything that had happened. Like, he was always there. He just didn't know he was there. Because I didn't want anything to happen to him. I was like, I can't even be close or tell him anything because and then whatever I'm around is going to find out about him. So it's like, I just got to get rid of all this energy. Clear myself. Clear everything out. Keep everything clean. Once everything is out of your life, you can talk to Boss Daddy. Like I can talk to him now because I'm not dealing with none of this shit. And nobody can do nothing to him because he knows his shit too. So it's like I'm not getting him in the middle of anything crazy. It's like it's gonna be okay. He could probably have whatever he going through. This crazy fucking woman too. It's like, you know what? That's the least of my problems. Because I have all this other stuff going on. But whatever. I'm just talking. It's like everything is a test. Love yourself. Cut your losses. Release what doesn't serve you. Release what doesn't serve you, and don't you ever go backwards. Don't you ever go back. Sodom and Gomorrah. She turned into a pillar of salt. She looked back. You look back, and you thinking you're gonna go back. It's just gonna be worse than ever before. Don't look back. Keep going. Keep pushing forward. And God will never bless you if you're around enemies. You will never be blessed. You have to get rid of the enemies and watch your blessings just come to you. Because you got rid of all the evil, all your enemies, all the people that sitting here plotting and doing stuff and scheming. They want something to happen to you. They want to do something to you. They want to take from you. God is not going to bless you if you have those kind of people around you. You have to get rid of them. I got to get rid of them. I got to cut my losses and be like, you know what? I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. The summer's coming. The summer's coming. And the song that has been like trending is Shake It to the Max. Shake It to the Max. I play that song so much. I was like, yo, I can't wait for the summer. And you can just shake it. Like you just enjoy the fucking summer. Enjoy the summer, the music, the sun, the sand, the beach, the water, going outside. Oh my God, we gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun. And I'm not thinking about none of this hot mess. I just gotta find a way to talk to Boss Daddy. I gotta find a way to talk to him. Leave with love. Leave with love. And stay positive. Vibe high. I don't hate anyone. It's a test. It was a test. Are you gonna stay? They don't listen, they don't believe you, they don't love you, they don't care about you or your feelings or your life. They're trying to destroy you and you're gonna stay. Are you fucking serious? You have to get away from them, love yourself, and leave. You know, leave. Find something else to do. You know, boss daddy is not that far, you know. You just have to talk to him. Talk to him. Leave a love. Bye.